Hello, I'm Dr. Whiting, and today I'm with John Howard, world-class cyclist and the head of a very unique company. And rather than try and explain what he does for athletes at all levels, I'm going to let him do that. John, welcome.
Thank you, Steve. What we do is a process at johnhowardsports.com. And the process involves an acronym, FIT, F-I-T-T-E, which is fitness, training, technique, and equipment. And we analyze cyclists on their bicycles and build a training regimen around what we see, beginning with a mechanical adjustment. We also do soft tissue adjustment, and we position cyclists very much the way race cars are dialed in on a dynamometer. What we do is we find improved torque range and power output by repositioning them for more leverage. And then we write programs based on what their biomechanical needs are after we've made the mechanical adjustments. It's a very unique system. It builds on their strengths and it addresses their weaknesses.
Well, and you can imagine when you're dealing in a sport such as cycling, such as distance in short races, that tenths of a second, perhaps even under some circumstances hundredths of a second, can make the difference between first and second place. You understand why this is such a science. Now, John, I know that you, as part of your overall program, you deal with these individuals not just in the you might say the mechanical way, but certainly in the diet and nutrition way, because I believe it was you who said that cyclists need to be lean and mean in order to make it. So, you know, how do they build strength and not pack on all that muscle? I mean, you know, you want some muscle, I imagine, but you don't want an extra 50 pounds of it.
Muscle's heavy. We need to be aware that muscle is heavy, so the muscle needs to be as lean as possible. So, eating correctly on the macro level is quite important. And then you have to supplement that with all of the micronutrients in order to back up your training regimen. But if you're burning 2,000–3,000 calories a day, which is not unusual at all, you certainly have to replace what it is you're breaking up. And oftentimes the problem becomes cannibalization of muscle tissue, and we address that with, of course, with good nutrition. And I'm not a big believer in weaning the body off of fats. I mean, I think it's very important to add the omegas groups and keep good nutrition coming in so that you're constantly replenishing the body.
You see, another expert in favor of fat. I told you it was a good thing. All right, John, I know that you use a lot of my formulas with your clients, and I'd be interested in hearing what some of your experiences have been in using those formulas, maybe which ones you find to be of help to your particular clientele and so forth.
Well, I think Metabo Pro, the shakes, excellent product. It's just perfect. Now, I have been known to throw some ice cream in there, but especially after a hard workout. But the Liquid Daily Supreme, another really important ingredient in the mix. Deal a lot with masters cyclists, especially males between the ages of say 40 and 70. Who are extremely competitive, some of them world class, even though they're in their late 40s and early 50s. So I think it's important to guard the prostate. So the Prostes is another important ingredient in that mix. So those are the three that I like. Of course, I like to double up the minerals, especially in hot weather, especially when there are problems such as broken bones, which off-road is quite common. So we want to keep the minerals coming in.
Well, and the minerals that John's referring to are liquid trace minerals, and they have been shown clinically to be able to reduce the healing time of fractures and broken bones by as much as 50%. So you talk about recovery. That's really kind of important. John, I know you offer your services in a wide variety of ways, and certainly probably at different levels, from the very top athletes to the weekend cyclist who just wants to enjoy the sport more. What's the best ways for our listeners, if they're interested in this? How can they contact you?
JohnHowardSports.com would be the easiest way to do that. You know, we're certainly available to assist cyclists, triathletes, as you say, weekend warriors at any level, because that's what it is we do, and we do it, I think, better than anybody else in the world. We address the mechanical and biomechanical in a very unique manner, and it is our pride that we have produced 172 national champions, 12 world champions at last count, and 3 Olympic gold medalists. That's myself and my staff. So we're really proud of those results.
You can't beat that. So if you want to get that bike out and ride it on Saturday and Sunday, and you enjoy that, you might want to contact John's organization, because even if you only do it a few hours a week, why not do it the best you possibly can? I'm Dr. Whiting. Thanks for listening.